All right, we're talking about Revelation chapter 3 and verse 20. There you'll see that Jesus says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to them and dine with them, and they with me." What does that mean? What door is Jesus standing at? I'd like to say it's the door of our heart. He says, "I stand there and knock." You know, this morning when I was thinking about that, it got me to thinking about other doors in our life that we are willing to open. You know, there's many doors in our life and we hear them knocking. The door of escape. You know, we want to escape from the pains and realities of this life. The door of pleasure, the door of money, comfort, security, love, happiness, the door of friendship, truth, wisdom, and the door of fame. You see, we are willing to open these doors because behind them knocking are things and qualities we want. Jesus says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." He goes on to say, "If anyone opens the door." So Jesus says, I want everyone to have this opportunity. You know, Jesus is knocking on our door in life, our whole life, trying to get us to open that door, because he says what does he want to do? He wants to come in and dine, eat with us. And if you think about it, you know, we all love to eat, and we love to eat with other people. As a matter of fact, you know, that's one of the great highlights of life, dining with others. Why? Because it's intimate. We develop intimate communication and connection and all of the other stuff that happens when you sit down and eat with others. It's an intimate time. It's a vulnerable time, a time when people can get close. And that's why Jesus says, "I will come in and dine with you." Jesus says he will be intimate with us if we open the door to him. You know, that makes me think of, the man Anton LaVey. He was the founder of the Church of Satan. He died in 1997, and it's well known and reported that when he was dying, LaVey seemed to have an experience that no one really knows what happened. But they say when he was dying, at the moment of death, he began to say, "Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? No, oh no, what have I done?" Maybe none of us will ever know what he saw, but it didn't sound good for the founder of the Church of Satan. You see, Jesus is not only knocking on the door of our life while we're alive, but Jesus is also on the other side of the door when we die. You see, and if we're not following him in this life, that may not be a good meeting in the next. Jesus says he wants to come into our life now and be intimate with us while we're here, before we open that final door. I just want to encourage you, my friend. If you hear the Lord knocking on the door of your heart, open that door. Let him in. Now, here, while you still have the chance, while you have time. Become intimate with Jesus here, on this side of the door of life. Well, until we meet again, my friend, go and do the next right thing.